Going on, you guys? Like what you got to another DC TV talk. Got the Flash, Grodd versus Gorilla Grodd. I know I'm not sure his name. Grodd versus King Shark. Listen, in my mind, dog, I'm thinking, okay, I seen the poster for. I'm like, it's gonna be, okay. I understand. Like this is hype because everybody want to see it. And I'm thinking like, yeah, it might not live up to that what we think it's gonna be. It might be alright, but it ain't gonna be what we think it's gonna be. Boy, was I wrong, and I am happy I was wrong. This episode was fire. I'm talking about front to back with Tanya. Fine, I think I know Tanya, the new chick, the marine biologist. I think that's what she is. Super fine. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, hold up. First of all, I like to say it's great seeing Joe back, man. Great seeing Joe back. I don't know the actor's name. I know him, but I don't know that. I can't. Y'all know I'm horrible with names. All right, but it's great seeing him back. You know what I'm saying? In good spirits and good health. Uh, and the stuff what he did with Iris, I enjoyed that too. You know, usually I was thinking like, okay, why is he gonna go to that? I'm ready to see Grodd and King Shark rip each other's heads off, which I feel like they would have did if they would just been out by themselves. But you know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed the stuff with Iris because it's like, at first you don't notice it because she's like, oh, I'm just kicking it with my dad. I'm like thinking like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then you start to realize like, oh, she don't want to go to her office because Cicada know where she located and he want all the smoke. And so, that whole thing when she go to the gym, she get the training, and Candace patting in the muscle shirt sweat. Hey, come on, man. All right, you say what you want to say, man. Am I the only person? I can't be. But anyway, then we have this whole thing. And I actually like the Flash element. Of course, I like this show a lot. So I'm going to act like I'm surprised. But this episode was better than most. It was above average for me. That's what I would say. Because you have the stuff with okay, Cisco, Kaylee got the cure. All right, so it needs somebody to test it out on. It's like, oh, how about King Shark? He maybe if he gets the cure, he goes back to just being a regular human man, and maybe he'll go with Tanya because her version of him died, and so she just wants the same thing, which is she need her ass whooped. If I'm just being honest, she need her damn ass whooped for that. And they two different people. They the same person, but they still two different people. Come on now, Tanya with your fine boy. Tanya is fine. Sherlock was trying to play it cool, but any kind of way she was like, nah, there ain't nothing happened between me and him. Sherlock was gonna try. I don't care what nobody say. Anyway, so the Flash, like in my mind, I said, dog. I said in my mind a lot of this review too. In my mind, I said, dog, something's gonna happen with this cure because there's like this the whole X-Men thing or anything. You make a cure to something for people with powers, it's not gonna become a choice. It's going to become mandatory. And that's pretty much like they was gonna ask him did they want to take the Flash didn't ask, he just injected him. And listen, this pretty much sets up some stuff for the King Shark to want to go after the Flash because if you think about it, the Flash, if the Flash doesn't use this cure and they still fight Gorilla Grodd and so on and so forth, the same stuff happens, and they beat him, then they can give him the cure and he'll be straight. But since the Flash gave him the cure, then they had to boost it back up. Now they can't give him a cure. So the reason he can't really be with Tanya like he wants is because of the Flash. And like I thought to myself, I'm like, dude, as soon as he stepped, dude, bad move, go back. I'm like, go reverse time and go back and stop yourself from doing that because that is a horrible decision you just made. Uh, and and I understood what Cisco and Caleb were coming from. Like, dude, we didn't make this to be a weapon, but at the same time, if you didn't make it to be a weapon, I'm sorry, you should have never made it because that's what's going to happen with it. I don't like the cure. I don't think they should have introduced the cure because now I feel like that people a lot of people gonna start using. Okay, it is what it is. A lot of people gonna start using it. But another thing, um, hold up. I think that's enough of that. I think that's all I got to do cover all the technical parts and the emotional parts. Let's get to the fight. First of all, Grodd is probably in my top two favorite Flash villains. For me, it's like Captain Boomerang and Gorilla Grodd. I'm not just huge on the Reverse Flash. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not just a fan of like people fighting the opposite of themselves. It's not really my thing. But Gorilla Grodd has always been my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Especially from like Justice League and stuff like that. Justice League animated series. So seeing Grodd versus King Shark and the fight looks good. Like this is like if this is what Godzilla versus King Kong gonna be next year, oh my G, boy, this was real. This was straight up real deal. Grodd want all the smoke. They applying pressure. Then I said, "Ooh, listen." When Grind tied his legs up and hung him, I said, "Ooh, he caught a big shark." Ooh, I said, "Ooh, he caught a big fish. That's a big fish. Take that big Grind. Grind up there flexing over there, controlling the whole city. I'm loving it. Okay, because first of all, the fight was dope. There was I like the visual effect. I like how it looked too. Like it looked like they didn't make it cheap though. It's like, oh, this happened, then it's just over. No, they actually let them legitimately tear it down. And my boy Grodd was applying pressure to King Shark. If it wasn't for the Flash, let's just be honest, Grodd won. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Grodd round 1 and 2. I think was it 2 round? No, round 1. Grodd won. If it wasn't for the Flash, there wouldn't have been a round 2. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was very, very enjoyable. It did feel like a big Pacific Rim, Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? A kaiju battle. That's what it felt like, and I liked it. I'm happy that they did that because in my mind, I'm thinking like, there's no way this is gonna live up to what they put it out there as. But I'm so happy I was wrong because I enjoyed this fight a lot, and I enjoyed this episode a whole bunch, and I'll probably go back and rewatch it. I don't rewatch a lot of episodes, but this one is one definitely worth rewatching because I think I enjoyed the smaller things and I enjoyed the bigger things. You know what I'm saying? Like the character moments and the big fights. You know what I'm saying? And when you hit both of all those things right, you got a good and compelling story. But you guys let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments. Who was you root for in that fight? Let's just be honest. I was rooting for Grodd, but King Shark just got the dub. Hit that like button. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.